You had me in your life and you kept up. You invaded my privacy and space, and you did it behind my back. I nearly died. You understand so? I don't have time for the bad vibe. Imagine built your empire on devotion, only to be surprised by the very individuals you trusted the most. That's exactly what happened to Mona Scott, and now she's cleaning the home. You know, I believe that one went too far, stating honestly because in all you know, and I believe I'd like to assume that right now, I see that she's very effective and I've always told her that I wish her the best in whatever she does. I would want to believe that if she's going to be really honest, she knows that I never had anything but the greatest intentions for her right, and the way that things happened in the time that it did. We were at an extremely and nearby place. Kirk and Rasheeda have been members of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta since its inception. Over time, they established a reputation as one of the franchise's most iconic couples, dealing with adultery issues outside of their children and business. They were not just cast members, but also the faces of the brand's fans, loved them or hated them. However, they did bring numbers. However, behind the gloss, their relationship with the program began to alter. Insiders claim Rasheeda, previously a fan favorite for her tenacity and boss attitude, became increasingly difficult to deal with. She reportedly began making more demands. Off camera, she wanted greater control over how she was depicted, pushing back on screenplay ideas and even refusing to shoot specific sequences if they did not match. Image she was attempting to defend. Producers felt irritated. Rasheeda, who used to roll with the drama, started rejecting whole scenarios by branding them phony and harmful to her brand. According to many accounts, she stormed out of more than one meeting, declaring that she no longer needed the show. Meanwhile, Kirk wasn't helping. He reportedly missed call times and was late to shooting days, generating conflict with younger cast members. Some crew members stated he behaved like he was above the show and treated production like they owed him. There were also rumors of dubious business practices, everything from underpaid appearance payments to shady brand arrangements that circumvent show contracts together. What was once a power pair became a management problem. Still, Mana kept them around for the drama, for the legacy, and the fans. But that forbearance didn't last long, and Mana is no stranger to strife. So, what caused this situation? Interestingly, the answer rests in a big blow-up that even Mana could not manage. It all came to a head at a planned shoot early this season. What was intended to be a simple shooting day turned into chaos in minutes. According to sources close to production, the stage was prepared for a conversation regarding Kirk's current commercial enterprise, but emotions were already running high. Rasheeda apparently arrived furious and immediately argued with the producer about the arrangement. She accused the crew of attempting to trap her into appearing terrible on camera and refused to record what she saw as a phony scenario. A heated discussion followed, and soon it evolved into a full-on yelling confrontation. Crew workers claimed Rasheeda yelled at producers, accusing them of attempting to harm her brand, even threatened to walk out in the middle part. According to multiple witnesses, it wasn't just screaming, but aggressive behavior. The crew had to intervene to get things under control. Then Kirk joined in, sided with Rasheeda, and instructing producers to turn off the cameras. But it did not end there. He apparently phoned network representatives personally and ordered that they remove the scene totally. According to reports, the delay alone cost the manufacturer hundreds of dollars. What was intended to be a controlled filming day ended with no video, a frazzled team, and many ignored calls. That's when Mona knew this wasn't simply a reality television show. It was full-blown sabotage, and it prompted her to take off the gloves. You have to be self-driven. You cannot be searching for external validation. Many times, individuals need external stimuli to get up and move. You must be able to find it inside yourself, because if you don't, you're dead in the water. People will come and go in your life. They will support you at times, and not at others. So you have to be consistent with your ability to be self-motivated. After the turmoil on set, Mona didn't waste time. Within 24 hours, she conducted a closed-door meeting with her showrunners and legal staff. According to individuals within the meeting, This wasn't just about an isolated blow-up, it was about the pattern. Repeated disrespect, continuing breaches of contract requirements, loss of production time and money. Internal memos were exchanged between VH1 executives and production heads, apparently characterizing Kirk and Rasheeda as uncooperative, disruptive, and a liability. The word insubordination was utilized more than time, and Mona, who has always been noted for holding her cool and thinking long-term, had finally reached her limit. She gave the signal to end their contracts immediately. No more cautions, no more second chances. Rather than receiving a formal warning, the couple got a single call from a senior producer informing them that they were officially cut. No reunion, no last episode, no plot wrap-up, simply finished. But Mona didn't stop there. She didn't simply shut him off. She also exposed them, and the tea she spilled sparked conversation. After being fired, Mona did not issue an official statement, but she made her opinion quite obvious. In a crisp, cleverly phrased Instagram post, she stated, "One thing about me, I'll feed you, but I will not abide being bitten." It didn't identify anybody, but everyone in the business understood precisely who it was targeting. At Kirk and Rasheeda. What viewers did not see on camera was how profound the treachery truly was. According to many sources, Mona found Kirk and Rasheeda had discreetly fed damaging stories to bloggers and gossip sites. They allegedly blamed the show's editing staff for distorting reports, alleging the producers were editing film to create drama that never occurred. This alone was a red signal. But things get worse. Behind the pair was purportedly in discussions with another network to develop a new reality series that would cover their lives, companies, and family problems, without Mona or VH1 engaged. This wasn't simply ambition, it was a clear threat. Mona grew love and hip-hop into what it is now, and these two were biting the hand that fed them. They attempted to launch a competing program utilizing the renown they got under her brand. Mona saw that it crossed every line, treachery, plain and straightforward, but what really set people on fire was the fact that Mona implied these two had been double agents for years. "I'm not doing it. I'm not attempting to do you already know I'm not like when, where, how, when. So where are the remainder of the text conversations so I can figure out this information regarding what y'all agreed to? Why are your SMS messages deleted?" "What you mean? I don't even know what they were saying." I was upset, and I could have thought I'm not sure whether I paid it the same day, but the following day I sent the money and completed what I needed to do. That's it. I'm not doing anything else. The fallout did not just struck Kirk and Rasheeda. It reverberated across the whole Love and Hip Hop series. Cast members were immediately split. Some of the OGs like Young Jock, Spice allegedly defended Mona, claiming she had been more than patient and had every right to safeguard her business. They believed Kirk and Rasheeda had dragged their feet for seasons and then pushed too far. However, some were not as ready to take sides. Several younger cast members have privately stated Mona's dismissal decision seemed excessively severe, and Rasheeda was only attempting to manage her image, as many others do. Some believe that the drama was being utilized to communicate a warning shot for the remainder of the cast. Toe the line or you're next. Meanwhile, social media exploded with responses. A person remarked Mona should stop, letting them rule the show. Rasheeda has been checked out since season 9, and Kirk has been riding coattails. Another one, I used to cheer for them, but lately it seems like they believe they were too wonderful for the program that made them famous. A third person wrote, Mona doesn't play. She was letting things pass, and now people are upset because she finally cleaned the home. And then the actual bomb fell. Rumors suggest Kirk and Rasheeda were not the only ones in peril. According to sources, Mona is now keeping track of other cast members that have proven challenging behind the scenes. One source even said, Mona's cleaning house. Loyalty is now more important than ever. And just as the dust began to settle, Kirk and Rasheeda fought back with some serious claims. The pair did not remain silent. For a long time, Rasheeda was the first to answer. She submitted a narrative titled, Watch Who You Call Boss. The tables constantly turn. There are no names or tags, but everyone understood it was targeted at Mona. Kirk went a step farther. He got on Instagram Live and gave followers a full-blown rage. He said that Mona and producers had been manipulating him and Rasheeda for ratings for years, continuously pushing infidelity themes, even though they made it plain they didn't want to go there anymore. According to Kirk, the breaking point occurred when producers reportedly attempted to rehash old issues regarding former relationships, even going so far as asking whether he'd be alright with shooting sequences that hint at infidelity. Kirk claimed they declined, which is when the tension really began. He also said that Mona felt threatens the couple's intentions to build their brand. He would not confirm the allegation regarding a rival program, but did say they were establishing their own empire. They didn't need to be confined within the same story anymore, but Mona wasn't going to let them change the narrative. The promise was fulfilled. The promise of what love and hip-hop should have given her was fulfilled. It gave her the chance to achieve what she is doing right now. After all the back and forth, Mona eventually came out with a message concerning the future of love and hip-hop. In a recent interview video and follow-up post, she verified what the supporters had thought. Yes, the program is undergoing a complete redesign. She said, "It's time to clear the dead weight and bring in new talent. That's hungry, courteous, and genuine." She didn't call Kirk or Rasheeda by name, but the shadow was loud and plain. According to Mona, the brand has lost some of its authenticity over the years, and she's on a quest to bring it back. She hinted that the future season will all new people, new locales, and a rawer look at hip-hop culture that focuses on real-life hustling rather than manufactured drama. Mona alluded at a potentially telling incident that would reveal the true causes for the firings. Fans are already raving about it online. Some begged her to drop receipts and call out the actors by name. She hasn't specified a release date yet, but the way she's laying the scene for something major, definitely coming. What does this imply for the future of love and hip-hop? And might Kirk and Rasheeda be preparing a return on another platform? Let's put it down. It wasn't just about one incident, it was years of minor tensions. Developing missed shoots, creative clashing, behind-the-scenes power plays. Mona, I eventually resolved to quit letting things slip. And by doing so, she conveyed a message not just to Kirk and Rasheeda, but to everyone involved. Loyalty matters. So does respect for the brand. It also demonstrates a change in how reality television functions. She is no longer pursuing the loudest drama, pursuing those who understand how to show up, perform their role, and retain it. Authentic, that balance is what she is. Betting on the future of love and hip-hop. Regarding Kirk and Rasheeda, they may still have fans, and they may even land on another platform. Although their period with Mona, it seems like the door is permanently shut. So what do you guys believe Mona did?